mute yourself and then you can talk. Is everything okay, Pante?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay, so please start.
It's a translator online.
Mr. Karma JJ is going to translate. I don't have, he said he doesn't have sound. Oh. Oh, he has the audio problem. Probably you may need to change your headphone or something, maybe the phone or something. Anyone can translate. MG, can you translate instead so I can let you unmute? Sorry, the audiences, let us figure out this a little bit. Please hold on. Upasika Miao Yin said, please go to the microphone and change the settings to the speaker. So let's just try that. It's not working. Is it okay that one volunteer is going to type in the translation? Is it okay? Okay, sure, Mr. Karma, you can come in and then I will accept you as the co-host. Or Upasika Miao Yin, I will let you translate. Thank you. Kids ไม่ได้เป็นโฮสต์ Okay, now I guess that we are ready. Okay, Pante, you may please start again, please.
现在听得到吗？你听得到吗？好。所有是方法有吉祥如意。对啊。 啊，sorry，啊，好。
Is it possible to translate verbally? If anyone can translate that, I think.
OK，
Vasika Myoyin, is it?
Hello? Yes, I can translate.
Oh, thank you very much. And Karma JJ, Karma JJ, can you now, is your audio fine now? Let me be a co-host first. Karma JJ, can you unmute yourself and talk a little bit?
Hello? Oh, yes, I think I'm in. Am I in?
Oh, you're Karma JJ, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
好，现在可以。
Apologize to everyone. 仁波切，很抱歉，很抱歉。
好，现在开
Okay.
始，可以了。
All right. Here we go. Sorry, everyone, for the.
所有十方法友吉祥如意，抓西得了。
Venerable Sanghas and dear Dharma friends around the world, Dashidele.
这次我们在100万人一起要禅修，有这样的一个这个课程，要参与这样的课程，我非常开心。
I am very happy to participate in this event's One Mind, 1 Million meditation prayers.
在这个时间，我们对每个人都非常对禅修呢，对每个人来讲非常重要。
Okay, meditation is very important to all of us.
我们佛教里面有各种各样的不同的禅修的方式。
In Buddhism, there are various methods of how to practice meditation.
这种巫术的法门有利益无数的众生。
There are countless methods to witness countless sentient beings.
禅修的法门来讲的话，从南传佛教、汉传佛教和藏传佛教3大系统中有无数的这种禅修的方式，各有各的殊胜之处。
There are countless meditation practices and method in the 3 major lineages of Buddhism, Theravada, Mahayana of Chinese lineage, and of Tibetan lineage.
佛陀慈悲度化众生的方便法门中有禅修的法门有特别多。今天我们在这里介绍的是大家都非常熟悉的四念住禅修的方法。
Among those beings taught by great compassionate Buddha to liberate all sentient beings, meditation was the most important one and was taught in many ways. And today I'm introducing a common meditating method. It's called the Four Thoughts Meditation.
四念住的禅修方法主要是有我们佛教共同的法门。
And the four thoughts of meditation is commonly practiced by all the Buddhist schools.
如果有详细的介绍的话，各门各派都有 有一些不同的这种有差异，但是呢，如果我们有大概的说的话，都没有差别，都是目标是一贯的，方法是相同的。冥想这4个这个四念住的方式，冥想也是一样的。
If it explains details of practice of this meditative practice, it may be a little different in each school, but then their goals, the practice procedure, and even the namings are very much the same.
在我们今天大概要介绍藏传佛教如何修持的。如何禅修的一点点方式，四念住禅修的方式。
So I'm going to introduce you briefly how in Tibetan Buddhism, how the methods, how we meditate.
藏传佛教西元7世纪，这个佛陀的教法也藏传，我们称为这个西元7世纪左右的入于西藏。然后8世纪的时候，有建立寺庙，有创立僧团，有大量的翻译声闻乘、菩萨乘、金刚乘的经典和论著。
The Tibetan Buddhism was first introduced to the Tibetan region in the 7th century. By 8th century, many monasteries had been built and Sangha groups established. They have since translated a vast number of sutra and sastra in Sravaka, Mahayana, and Vajrayana.
这些翻译的经典和这些实修的传承，大部分都是延续到现在。
And the teachings and method has been preserved up to date.
藏传佛教目前有的这个传承来讲的话，5大传承有宁玛派、萨迦派、高觉派和觉囊派和格鲁派传承等等。这些传承之间就是基本上差异不大的。但是呢，各有各喜欢的经典和有惯用的冥想、供奉的佛菩萨或者是念诵的咒语和有些唱诵的仪轨方面，有一点点不同。但是呢，在整体的教理和修行的次第来讲的话，都是相同的。
There are 5 major lineages of Tibetan Buddhism. Nyingma, Sakya, Gaju, Jonan, and Gelu. The meditation teachings are minor differences in the emphasis of differences in emphasis on their favorite sutras, their naming preferences, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas they like, the mantras and sadhanas they chant, etc. However, they all follow the same Buddhist doctrines and the same order of Dhamma practices.
一般藏传佛教的单位来讲的话，它可以分为一个佛学院和禅修院和寺院，就是分为三个部分。
In Tibetan Buddhism, there are Buddhist academies, retreat centers, and monasteries.
佛学院只有介绍这个禅修的方法，教这个禅修的方法，但是呢，实际的修的比较少。然后其他的2个呢，就是普遍都是很重视禅修，是不管哪一种，就是一般的眼里藏传佛教的这个修持是密法的团体，但是实际上也不尽如此。
Meditation is mostly practiced in retreat centers and monasteries, less so in academies. They focus more on the teaching aspect. In either case, people often regard Tibetan Buddhism as a school only engages with secret practices. It's a common misunderstanding, focusing on just one part of the story.
对一个出家的人来讲，从小到大都是学习的部分呢，以次第来讲的话，以戒律为基础，然后先从六度波罗蜜的主要的所学习的，然后密法的部分呢比较少。虽然从小到大就是会念一些密咒，但是呢，这是念诵咒语这个咒语的内容和意义来讲的话，大部分是诸佛菩萨的名号和祈请，就像如同这个元气咒来讲的话藏传佛教比较喜欢念的梵文的，但是呢，内容大家都知道是也不一定是一个咒语，但是呢，藏传佛教用一个咒语的方式去念诵，就是这样而已。
From a monastic perspective, Buddhists are taught since their early age about precepts are the foundation. Esoteric Buddhist teaching emphasize on the 6 paramitas and rarely engage with secret practices. Although they chant some secret mantras, they often interpreted these mantras as names of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas or as a prayers to them. For instance, the mantra of interdependent origination is chanted in Sanskrit in Tibetan Buddhism. This is also regarded as a mantra. That's all there is.
如果大型的法会来讲的话，因为大众的需求，这个就像灌顶、加持、火供有这些，会做。但是呢，这个不是一种常态的学习课程。
For large Dharma assemblies or activities such as empowerments, blessing, fire offering, etc., are conducted based on requests of many people. They are not part of a regular curriculum.
藏传佛教的最主要的这个学习的法门。这是以五部大论为主的。五部大论来讲的话，以明学的释量论、声闻乘和大乘共同的这个桥梁居士论，还有般若学的显观庄严论和中观学的入中观论，和戒律学的这个戒律根本论这5个都是藏传佛教学习的课程。
The main courses of teaching in Tibetan Buddhism are based on the following 5 great sastras: commentary on Digana's Compendium of Vedic Cognition in the School of Cause Understanding, the treasury of Abhidharma in the schools of both Sravaka and Mahayana, ornament of true realization in the school of Prajnana, introduction to the middle way in the school of middle way, and Vijnana Sutra in the school of precepts. These are the common practice that's being practiced in the schools.
这个学习藏传佛教、学习五部大论的时间来讲的话，至少是有9年。有些地方就是12年，或者是最长的时间是有个18年到25年的时间。在这个期间所学的是有关共同的显宗的法门。密乘的学习呢，就是闭关或密续院里面就学习有些地方就是学习2年或者是3年。一般的人学习闭关的这个禅修的时间来讲的话，有3年1个月，有15天的这个是很普遍的这种的方式。然后透过3年3个月或者3年6个月闭关的，有这样的也有。有些地方特别有重视禅修的地方呢，就是9年或12年为闭关禅修。
To complete the studies of these 5 collections, it takes at least 9 years in a Buddhist academy. Some may take 12, 18, or even 25 years to complete the teaching of the Buddhist common practice. And if if one wants to practice the secret teaching, which will take place in either a retreat center or in a tantric college, which typically lasts 2 to 3 years. Most people learn their meditation skills in a retreat lasting 3 years, 1 month, and 15 days. Then they will further enhance their meditation in a retreat lasting either 3 years, 3 months, or 3 years, 6 months. And for those who are diligent in their practices, their meditation retreat will last 9 or 12 years.
早期啊，比较早期来讲的话，藏传佛教非常禅修非常深信，西元8世纪多，将近1000年的时间吧。就是这个禅修都是在藏传佛教里面非常盛行的。
In the early time, the meditation practice of the Tibetan Buddhism method was actually very popular, and it started around like it lasted for like 1,000 years. It was very commonly and popularly practiced.
就像山上、河边。山洞里面，或者是村庄里面的禅修的地方太多了，有这个禅修的团体太多了。后来就是以前呢是在政府有控制的这种，有发生过历史上面有发生过这样的事情，因为太多的关系，最后就西藏的这些国王们说要不能那么多人修行，就这样去有限制过的。
And the practitioners, they can practice their meditation anywhere, such as in the mountains, riversides, cave, or even the villages, many places. And there were groups of people who meditate together. And since the meditation was too popular and a little bit out of control, so the government stepped in and the kings announces to limit their times for meditation.
同样的，从以前完全没有战争的情况下，西藏的人口一直在下降，下降到最后就是这个国王承受不了的这样的一个程度，因为出家人的人和闭关的人、修行的人太多了。
And same thing, without war, the population of the Tibetan, it's greatly decreasing. And because a lot of Tibetan, they renounce to become monks or practitioners.
我们今天要介绍的就是四念处。
Today we want to talk about the 4 thoughts.
四念处对大家来讲的话不陌生，大家都应该是已经就很熟悉了。
The 4 thoughts, everyone should be very familiar with it. There are no strangers to the thoughts.
在藏传佛教中，四念处是配合所有的这个禅修或者是修法，但是呢不强调这个名词。虽然这名词有，但是呢不会特别强调。
In the Tibetan method of meditation practice, we base on the thought, but we don't focus on the names of the practice.
我们介绍的四念处就是身念处、数念处、心念处和法念处这4个。
I'm going to talk about the 4 thoughts I'm going to talk about tonight are the thought of body, of sensation, of mind, and of phenomena.
四念处就是我们佛教3乘共同的禅修的方式。
The 4 thoughts are common meditation practices in all 3 yanas of Buddhism.
佛说四念处的目标就是要抛出众生的4种颠倒的妄见。
Buddha gave these teachings to right the distorted views of sentient beings on these 4 concepts.
我们众生有4种执着。
all sentient beings, we have these 4 attachments.
愿圣智者为敬，愿寿之为乐，然后愿信之常，愿法之我，这样的一个常乐我净的执着。
The 4 attachments are, the first attachment is the attachment to purity of the body, to purity of the body. The second attachment is attachment to joy of sensation. The third attachment is to attach to the permanence of mind. And the last attachment is attachment to the self in all phenomena. These 4 attachments.
如果我们不将这4种颠倒的妄见消除的话，就会生起种种烦恼，然后我们随意流转在轮回当中。
And Buddha understands that the afflictions would arise and last forever if these distorted views are not corrected, and we will be forever in the samsaric existence.
因为我们世界上面发生的所有问题，来自于我们的众生有烦恼的原因而产生的。
And all the problems we are occurring right now, it all arises from the thought of all the sentient beings, their afflictions.
世界上的战争、纷争，和各种对于我们人类和众生有伤害的这个灾害，都是因为心不平静而产生。
The wars and dispute among peoples and country, it's all because of our unstable mind.
平常日常生活中，在家庭里面，或者是你在工作的岗位上，常常会我们人跟人之间有对立，的这种贪嗔痴慢，或者是忧郁难过的心，这些也是因为心不平静而产生的。
And whether at home or at work, when we have conflict due to the fight poisoned, it is also the contributions of the unstable mind.
为了抵制这种我们自己的执着，说了这4种念住的方式。
And to have an unstable mind, Buddha instructed the 4 thoughts.
我们对这4种颠倒妄见的这个4念住呢，有3乘有各有各的说法。
There are various meanings to different jhanas of how we should contemplate on the 4 thoughts.
这些内容都是一样的，意义都是相同的，但是呢，文字和有些要看的角度是有些差别。
The teaching, the content, the meanings is all the same, but from one's different perspective, everybody might interpret it a little bit differently.
这些各有各的好处，每个都一个比一个更殊胜。
And different thoughts from the 3 jhanas, it all have their benefits and their supreme benefits.
就像我们看一个人，如果是一个人生病的时候，我们不能用一种药给所有病人，每个人的病情不一样，因此呢，就是要给不同的药。
For example, if somebody falls ill, we cannot prescribe the symptoms with all the same prescriptions of medicine.
同样的，跟病人要诊断病人的病情的时候，同样的，我们也是不能用一个语言去涵盖一切， 还是有每个人的感受不同，因此要讲不同的方式去跟病人沟通。
And when we're diagnosing the patients of their sickness, we can't have the same routine, we can't have the same explanations to all the patients.
因此呢，沈文成的四念住的这个4种方法，就是观身不净、观受舍苦、观心思无常、观法无我用这种方式去接受的。
Therefore, the four thoughts described in Sravaka is 1, the body is impure, 2, sensation brings sufferings, 3, the mind is impermanent, and 4, all phenomena are selfless. Oh, I can't hear your voice, Rinpoche.
You didn't unmute. Please unmute yourself.
上师要解除静音。
这是我们佛教最根本的观念。
And that is the root values in all Buddhism practice.
这种的禅修是非常殊胜，也是合适大众。
And this method of meditation practice is very precious, and it's very suitable for the general public or the general practitioners.
达成的这个4念住是观身，就是有观身难得，观受慈悲，观心虚幻，观法为空，就这种方式去解释的。
And as from Mahayana perspective, the four thoughts are described in 1, the body is difficult to obtain. 2, all sensations are compassionate. The mind is, number 3, the mind is illusionary. 4, all phenomena are empty.
这也是达成的部分的说法，有时候有这样去解释的时候，要合适某一些众生。
And this is the perspectives from the Mahayana Buddhism, and it's suitable for certain audience or certain practitioners.
金刚乘的这个4念住法呢，观身为贪嗔，观受为智慧，观心为佛，观法为空这个在这样的观修当中，就是有随念三宝，我们不忘记三宝的随念三宝也涵盖在里面。
And as for 4 thoughts coming from Vajrayana, 1, the body is a mandala. 2, all sensations are wisdom. The mind is Buddha. 4, all phenomena are empty, including the 3 jewels.
这些不管怎么样，都是禅修是训练心的方法心自不自由自不自在，就是分为凡夫和圣人心发现的人是最幸福的人，想要了解心的人是最勇敢的人，有体验到心的人是有智慧的人。心首领的人是好的修行人，心训练好的人是好修行人。要看透心的人，就是有个我们称为禅修的人。有准确的了解了心，就是圣人；超越了心识，就是这个称为觉者。
The practice of meditation is to train one's mind. Whether one has a tame mind differentiates ordinary people from sages. A happy person discovers his own mind. A brave person tries to understand his own mind. A person with wisdom observes his own mind. A person with mind training is familiar with his own mind. A meditator examines his own mind. A sage has right understanding of his own mind. An enlightened person has liberated his own mind.
因此呢，在禅修来讲的话，这是要了解性，用性去解释的。
So to practice meditation, you have to understand your own mind. You practice with your mind.
要如何了解性呢？要经过有个别和整体的要分析身体感受和性以及意识对境相应的这个相应，性的作作的这个心运，这些都观察的时候呢，最终都是空。发现了空，就会执着会降低执着少了，就是空性的智慧会升起执着的这个灰暗要消失以后呢要出现智慧的光明，就像我们的昔日普照，消失黑暗般的这种灿烂的世界会显现。
How does one understand the mind? When analyzed individually or as a whole, the aggregates of perception which reflects phenomena associated with the body, sensation, thoughts, and consciousness, and the aggregates of compositional factors which is manufactured by the mind, are ultimately empty. When emptiness is discovered, attachments will decrease. Wisdom will arise from emptiness as attachment decrease. Attachment comes with darkness, whereas wisdom is brilliant with clarity. It's like pervading rays of the sun dispelling darkness.
我们如果要了解一种说法，那就会了解整个四念处的四念处都是一样的观念会出来。
If we understand one aspect of the four thoughts of meditation, we actually can incorporate into all the practices.
四念处来讲的话，就是身、受、心三者，它的本质是空性，过程就是无常，作用有利益也有伤害。
For the four thoughts, body, sensation, and mind are empty in nature. The process of their activity is impermanent, although those activities may be beneficial or harmful.
法是无我的智慧，也是空性的境界。
The wisdom of selfless phenomena is also the realization of emptiness.
如果我们了解了这个，那就是我们了解了整个所有各门各派的四念处的说法都是一贯的，是有相同的，融会贯通的。
If you understand the four thoughts by this nature, then you pretty much understand all the four thoughts from different schools. There are no difference.
再来讲藏传佛教的四念处和见地和修持，简单的讲解。
And now we're going to talk about the view and practice of four thoughts in Tibetan Buddhism.
我刚刚提到藏传佛教，虽然是每个法门里面都有，但是呢，不特别强调四念处，但是呢，它可以配合所有的法门，所有修的法都不离开四念处。
Even though I did not emphasize on one must practice the thought of the four thoughts, but if one understands, actually you can apply it in all methods of meditative practice.
藏传佛教初级的修法就成为我们前行法门。开始修行的时候，以人生难得、生命无常和轮回诸苦，还有业力因果，这个称为是四川心法。因为反复执着实践法， 这个实践法有专为佛道的诀窍，就是这个。但是呢，在这个阶段的修的法门，这是释文称所提倡的四念住法为主。
So the practices for beginners in Tibetan Buddhism are called practice preliminaries. They include these 4 contemplation aiming for mind transformation, precious human body, impermanence of life, suffering in samsara, and the karmic appearances of cause and effect. These preliminaries are important initial steps towards enlightenment. The practice in this stage focuses on 4 thoughts described in Sravaka teachings.
前行法的这个中段修持的时候发菩提心，在这个时候达成的四念住法为主，观想受苦的众生如同自己的孩子一般。但是就像有个母亲要看到孩子有危险的时候呢，不顾生命的一切保护一样，或者是一个忠诚的将军不顾一切保卫国家一样，就是要利益众生。为了利益众生，就是要自己看得比较轻，别人看得比较重，用这样的自他交换的方式去修持。这样修持的时候呢，因为我们要断的就是我执，要看破或者是降低对自己无云的执着，然后慢慢最后就是得到悟道空性。
As we make progress practicing the preliminaries, we must generate bodhicittas based on the 4 thoughts described in Mahayana teachings. We visualize all suffering beings as our own beloved children, like how mothers would give up everything to save them, or like a loyal general sacrificing his own life fighting for his country. Those are methods of benefiting sentient beings. As such altruistic views arise in our mind, our attachment to self and the 5 aggregates will be continuously reduced to a point when we realize the emptiness.
内心中升起一个强大的慈悲心的时候，就是对众生升起强大的慈悲心的时候，对自己的无云的执着会降低的。
When one's had generate a great or vast bodhicittas, and one's 5 aggregates will eventually decrease.
然后在前行法的后期的时候，要金刚乘的四念住法为主，要自己观为佛，或者是自己的头上，或者是在对面虚空中要观想佛，和要专注在那个佛像上面。
For the concluding stage of the preliminaries, we will focus on the 4 thoughts described in Vajrayana teaching. We visualize ourselves as Buddha, or visualize Buddha appears in space on top or in front of us. Focus the mind on Buddha.
金刚乘的这个坛城观想的时候，我们的外围有8大石陀林，里面就有腐烂的尸体和白骨等等，有这样的这些具体的图像，代表就是要观身体不清净，观受是苦。里面很多这个苦修的修行者的图像，这个代表是要观无常或者是观空性。所有佛塔里面也有一些佛塔的图像，这个代表是我们是观无我，用
In mandala visualization of Vajrayana, there are spoiled dead bodies and bones on the 8 crematory grounds surrounding outer perimeters of the mandala. They represent impurities of the body and sufferings of sensations. Inside the mandala, there are images of yogis representing the impermanence of mind and images of Buddha stupa representing selflessness in phenomena.
这些所有图像都是要看到的时候、想到的时候，提醒我们要观无常和观无我。
When we see or view or thought of all these images, it's a training for oneself to train one's mind and selflessness in all phenomena.
然后达成的这个四念处而言，就是我们要观人生难得和慈悲和智慧，要获得菩提。坛城中间有观想这个佛的宫殿，里面有佛和菩萨，在里面有发出各种各样的法音，这些就是表示佛法僧都是具足的。佛的形象是神，佛的语言是正法，佛的智慧是清净的佛意，就是要这样心里要想着这样起，看着这个坛城而修持而入定。
Based on the four thoughts described in Mahayana teachings, we use the precious human body, compassion, and wisdom to reach enlightenment. Visualize palaces within the mandala in which Buddhas and Bodhisattvas reside as they voice their teachings in various melodious sounds. Such visualization is the embodiment of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The appearance of Buddha is Sangha, his teachings are Dharma, and his pure Buddha nature is wisdom. When you meditate, you have to visualize Buddha, Dharma, and the mandala, and you meditate as such.
心里只有佛法僧，以外没有别的念头，心专注在那里，这也是一种禅定。
And one can practice meditation, simply focus on the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
然后藏传佛教的禅修方法可以归纳在智观而治，就是有神观和智定，就是两种。这个呢就是透过闻思的方式，就是观察的状态这个就是称为是神观。就像如呼吸或有四念住事、因缘等等观空性。但是经过观察之后，心停止或者是专注在就是停止一切分析，专注在一个境这个就是我们说知修这个有分为有相和无相两种，就是我们说知修的方式有分为有相和无相两种。有相就是包括自己的身体有特定的对境，如佛、光芒、法音、文字、法器。无相的就是自己和所缘境透过观察把它化为空性，在空性中心安住，就是有这种的方式。
Tibetan Buddhism has, in general, two types of meditation practices: victorious vipassana and seizing shamatha. The first one is hearing and contemplating led to victorious vipassana, such as meditation on breathing, on the four thoughts, on the 12 nidanas, or the 12 links of dependent origination, etc. And then after observing and analyzing, seizing all thoughts and focusing on one led to seizing samatha. Such samatha has two categories, form and formless. Samatha with form will have appearances such as body of the practitioner, particular phenomena such as image of Buddha, lights, Dharma, voices, texts, Dharma, instruments, etc. And for formless samatha involves cell or phenomena transforming into emptiness after observation and mind settles in such.
藏传佛教的所有禅修，或者是整个佛教的禅修，就不离开以上所说的智观两者。
All the meditation practice, whether in Tibetan Buddhism or in the three yanas of schools, it's the topics or the method is how do you say this? It's based on vipassanas and the ceasing samatha.
我以上介绍的是藏传佛教的禅修的方式。我们现在时间有限，现在有3分4分钟，就是我们要体验一下打坐。
Okay, the previous mentioned above is a brief introduction of Tibetan Buddhism meditation. And since we don't have much time, now I'm going into introduce the meditation of Ah.
这3分钟里面能不能入定，就是看你们的功力。
Whether you can achieve meditative state in 3 minutes, it depends on your practices.
下面我介绍的是悟圣发生的阿字禅修法门。
So what we're practicing tonight is the meditation of Ah, Dharmakaya of the unborn.
在西元8世纪的时候，很多印度的大师来西藏弘法，里面的这个里面其中2位大师就是有代表性的2位大师，一个叫莲花生大师，一个叫比玛拉木扎，他们有共同提倡大圆满的法门，他们共同提倡的这个禅修法门就称为阿字禅修法门。我们稍微填一下。
In the 8th century, many Indian masters came to Tibet to give Dharma teachings. This practice was introduced by 2 great masters of that time, Guru Bhamasambhava and Vimalamitra. It's one of the meditation taught in Great Perfection Dharma or Dzogchen, and it's advocated by the both masters. Now let's try to experience this teaching, the meditation of Ah.
我们可以用5分钟，可以吗？主持人问主持人。
Hello, MC. Is it possible we have 5 minutes to practice this meditation? Hello, MC.
Yes, we have.
好，可以。所有藏传佛教的禅修就是强调3善法，就是前善、中善、后善。前善就是要调整身体、身心，最佳的状态；中善就是维持正直和正念；后善就是最善的感受与功德分享给众生。
All meditation practices in Tibetan Buddhism emphasize on the method of 3 virtues: preliminary, main practice, and concluding. Preliminaries help to prepare our bodies and mind for the practice. Main practice will maintain our mind in the right view, and concluding stage will dedicate our virtues and merits to all sentient beings.
首先，现在大家身体要放松，要呼吸自然，先回归到平静的状态。
First, please relax your body, breathe naturally, and calm your mind.
最主要是脊椎要直。
The most important thing is make sure your spine is straight up.
身体各个部位都是要放松。
And every parts of your body, you need to relax. All parts of your body.
再深深的要吐纳3次，之后呢，慢慢就专注呼吸，再让自己的心静下来。
Okay, so adjust your sitting position and posture. Repeat taking a deep breath and exhaling deeply 3 times. Focus on your breathings, calm your mind.
用力的吸气，从鼻孔里面吸，从嘴巴里面出。
So take a deep breath through your nose into your nostrils, and then breathe out through your mouth.
开始1。
Let's breathe in. And breathe out.
吸。
Take a deep breath and breathe in.
吐。
And then breathe out.
吸。
Breathe in again.
吐。
Breathe out.
专注呼吸，让自己的心静下来。
Now focus on your breathings. Focus on your mind and calm your mind.
再开始有观想自己的贵境佛法身在你的眼前，向着他们的慈悲、大悲、法力、智慧、功德在心里有祈祷。今天我为了一切众生脱离苦害，证得佛陀的果位，为了这样的一个目的，我今天要做禅修。
Then we begin to visualize the refuge tree. Buddha, Dara, and Sangha are all there while contemplating on their great compassion, merits, and power. Pray to them and make the following wish: to liberate all sentient beings from the ocean of sufferings and to reach the perfect Buddhahood. I vow to practice meditation.
要心里要念诵诸佛正法神显真智者菩提，我归以我所修智福的为利众生，愿成佛。心里发这样的一个愿，有时间的时候念诵3遍，3次要重复，没有的时候呢，心里这样就1次也可以。
And then we chant the following refuge prayer 3 times to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sublime Assembly. I take refuge until I have accomplished the enlightened state. By the merit of my practice, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefits of all sentient beings. You can recite the refuge in your mind. Normally, we will do it 3 times if time permits, and if not, recite it in your mind at least 1 time.
在南无格热比、南无布达呀、南无达尔玛呀、南无僧伽呀念诵这个，在这样念诵的时候，在诸佛菩萨身上发出光芒，融入在自己的身体，自己的色受相心无云化为空性，空性当中自己的身体变成光的样子，然后自己的鼻尖有观想有水晶球或者是一个白色的光团，中间有如果会观想字的话，就是观想一个啊的字；不会的话，就是一个发出啊的声音。相信十方诸佛菩萨的功德全部融入在这个啊字当中。这样的一个感恩的心里想着三宝，心专注在这个啊字上这个光芒上面。
Then we recite Namo Gurupe, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Samkhaya. While we recite, we visualize our own body and the 5 aggregates of form, sensation, discrimination, compositional factors, and the consciousness, all transforming into emptiness. And then in emptiness, our body appears as a body of light. The tip of your nose is like a crystal ball of light. The sound ah is resonating within. With unwavering faith that ah is the embodiment of all merits of the 3 jewels in the 10 directions. Pray to the 3 jewels with deep devotion.
十方诸佛菩萨的力量融入在自身，光团进入在鼻孔里，然后到了自己的心间，专注在其中，放松的状态，意念啊的字，啊就是我，我就是空，啊就是不生不灭清净的法身，心融入在其中，没有任何分别念当中，就是要维持这样清净的状态，很清醒的状态，就是维持这样的一个状态安住。
As the power of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas merging into your body, that crystal ball of light enters through your nostrils into your heart. Focus on it. Relax naturally and chant ah in your mind. At the same time, contemplate that I am the ah. Ah is the unborn and non-ceasing pure Dharmakaya. Merge your mind with Ah and enter a non-dualistic state. Try to maintain in such clarity and purity.
这样呢，你有自己有多少的实践，就是能维持多久，就可以这样的重复，一直在想这个啊的字和自己的身心幻化为空的这个状态打坐。
The practice time depends on the time you have in your hands. You can repeat the previous process, the steps as many times as long as your time permits, and make sure you merge your mind with art and enter a non-dualistic state and maintain in such clarity and purity state.
最后就是要功德回向，以此这个功德。那我们就是那么的一他们接触观念，就是这个，就是以此功德正品之国为正义，垂覆过世者，诸地生老病死汹涌之波涛，愿度众生解脱轮回海长期回向。
And in the concluding stage of your meditation practice, please recite the dedications. Through these merits, may I obtain omniscience. Having defeated the harmful enemies of the three poisons, may I liberate beings from the ocean of existence and its turbulent waves of birth, aging, sickness, and death.
今天我们听闻禅修的功德，就是透过我们禅修的功德，希望释放佛陀的4种弟子，希望和，然后他们都精进勇猛，思维闻思修法，然后释迦牟尼佛的教法和正法就是常住于世，一切众生脱离苦海，证得清净圆满的佛果。
Now we dedicate the merits accumulated through our Dharma hearing and meditation practice today to the harmony of our Buddhists. We wish all Buddhists diligently hearing, contemplating, and practicing Dharma. All Dharma teachings flourish and forever last in this world. All sentient beings are liberated from sufferings and eventually reach the pure and perfect state of Buddhahood.
回向我们希望这个世界风调雨顺，国泰民安，世界和平，消除瘟疫、战争和饥荒。最后回向所有修行的人都身体健康，诸事吉祥，精进行善，即生成就。
And we also want to dedicate our merits to world peace, stable climate, cessation of pandemics, war, and famine. And finally, we dedicate merits to the good health of all practitioners. May all be auspicious, practice diligently, and reach enlightenment within this lifetime.
大家要记住，我们不管在世界各地方，过去到现在，所有有修行有觉悟的大成就者，他们都是透过禅修而得到成就的。
Keep in mind, no matter we practice from the past, present, and the future, many great masters from the past, they practice meditation, practice diligently, and then achieve their enlightenment.
就像西藏来讲的话，以前就是有修持大圆满法门，或者是就其他的所有法门，有得到宏广深的，有10万个这样的一个有记载的。
In the past, there were practitioners, they practiced Dzogchen, the meditative method of Dzogchen, and in record, they recorded at least 10,000 practitioners attained rainbow body.
同样的，我们印度不管是泰国或者是在斯里兰卡等等，有这些地方有非常多的有得到阿罗汉的果位。
And same as in India, Thailand, or Sri Lanka, many practitioners, they achieved the Buddhahood of Avrohan.
我们借此这个善愿，要诚恳的拜托所有的这个法友，希望记住三不忘，三不忘就是不忘三宝，不忘众生，不忘观心。
And I would like to take this opportunity to remind all of us, all of the practitioners, forget not the three jewels, forget not sentient beings, forget not to observe your own mind.
善哉善哉善哉，
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
萨度萨度萨度。
Sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Rinpoche. 谢谢 Rinpoche. 感谢宝上师。
要听给所有人。好，
Rinpoche, he appreciates his thanks to all the practitioners online today. Thank you for your participation.
还有我们的主持人，还有这是安排的这个法师、民意法师，还有我们这次One Man and One World 的这个发起的人
And Rinpoche expressed his appreciation to the organizers, the organization for this One Mind, One World activity, millions around the world meditations. And he also expressed his appreciation to Venerable Mingyu Fa Sư, 感谢你. And of course, thank you, our beautiful MC.
Thank you so much.
感谢上师。
Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Rejoice in your marriage, Pante. That was very, very beautiful Dhamma talk and also very deep meditation practice today. And I am familiar with this technique because we also use visualization. Somehow we use the visualization about the Lord Buddha as well. So I feel like home when practice together with your leading. Thank you very much, His Excellency Rinpoche. Thank you. And also
网上是 MC 说，就是感谢你今天带领的这么甚深的禅修。那他听你在带这个禅修的时候，他觉得很熟悉，因为他也有用这样子的一个禅修方式。感谢上师今天的开示。
And also, and in this moment, I would like to In this moment, I would like to invite Venerable Bhikkhuni Dr. Mingyu Farsu, Deputy President of World Alliance of Buddhists, for expressing the vote of thanks. Please.
我们现在欢迎我们尊贵的明玉法师为我们讲几句话。
Yes, you can now unmute. Thank you, please. Sorry, again, please unmute again.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
非常感恩葛陀仁珍千宝仁波切慈悲的开示，今天的禅修的教导，让我们感受到您的慈悲、爱心以及智慧，传达了爱、真理和关怀，希望众生能够离苦得乐。我们希望能够分享更多的爱的能量给大众，也希望以后仁波切也可以在线上做开示。尤其是可以参与这些国际的连线，因为今天的出席有很多国家，请翻译好吗？
Thank you, Rinpoche, for your teaching tonight. Thank you for your compassionate, blessing nature. And through your meditation teaching tonight, you express and we feel lots of love, and we understand the truth and caring energy from you. And we would like you to participate in more of events like this in the future.
我以这个世界佛教联盟 WAB 邀请仁波切，未来也可以来参与世界佛教联盟的一些国际的弘法交流。
And Venerable Mingyu, she would like to, on behalf of the WAB, would like to invite Rinpoche to participate in any of ongoing future events. Even also for the international events, she sincerely would like to invite to participate in the programs.
带领大家寻找内心的宝藏，让我们的心中都充满了无限的爱，让世界可以更和平祥和。
And with your teaching, hopefully Rinpoche can guide us to find the inner treasure in our mind and to discover the endless love and bring more peace and harmony to the world.
仁波切同意吗？
Rinpoche, your consent? Rinpoche, 你要开麦克风。
我是非常开心，凡是佛教的事情就是自己的事情，众生的事情就是自己的事情。我们就是要皈依佛门，要成为一个佛教徒之后呢，就是我们的责任就是要护持三宝，要利益众生，不管是世界各地方，不管是任何种族，不管是任何生命，都是我们要尽我们的力量来护持。我当然是喜欢参与，很开心的参与。
感恩，也祝福每个人，大家心中都有爱，让每天都是平和、宁静的心，每天静坐冥想，将你的爱的祝福送从住的地方到世界各地。
佛教徒之后呢，就是我们的责任，
住的地方到世界各地。
May we continue to practice and bless all sentient beings, be with a clear mind to practice their meditations and bring these benefits to the other sentient beings, not just locally, but internationally. And as Rinpoche mentioned earlier, he's very pleased, and he definitely, any Buddhist activity is his activity, and any request for all the sentient beings is he will fulfill all of them. And doesn't matter which race, which country, he will do his best to continue his teaching. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Venerable Bhikkhuni Mingyu Fasu, and also Venerable His Excellency Rinpoche very much for today. We have been so delighted to listen to all of you, and thank you very much for giving your time for us, and all the participants are so delighted as well, and they are also very eager and ask if they can get the record of today's teaching, and I already sent the link in the inbox already, and thank you very much for that, Pente. Thank you very much. And also we cannot forget her, Karma JJ. Thank you very much for your excellent translation. That was awesome, and so many people ask if you are from the USA or not. Very good translation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then at the end of the program, I would like to invite Venerable Dr. Ponchai Pinyapong, the President of the World Alliance of Buddhists, to lead us the loving kindness and also to give a message to the Triple Gems.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. His Excellency His Excellency Khatok Rin Chenpo Rinpoche. May I pay respect to Rinpoche, Master Venerable Bhikkhuni Mingyu Fasu, the Deputy President of World Alliance of Buddhists. Also, Most Venerable Fachu from Taiwan, Venerable Nan Mitila Chodi, Coordinator from Joint Secretary General from Bangladesh, and all the participants who joining the program today. I think today Her Rinpoche sharing with us really valuable time for us, because as I saw the picture, saw the Rinpoche in work in the Google. Rinpoche work a lot for teaching, have the program a lot, and today we have the good opportunity to learn from Rinpoche. I would like to thank you very much, and thank for Mingyu Fasu for invite Rinpoche to join. Before we end the program, I don't want to talk much because Rinpoche explained everything clearly, lead our meditation and sharing loving kindness. So before end the program, I would like to thank all the participants also, and I would like to ask everyone to take one group picture together before we end the program, because today we organize Earth Day program since the first until whole month. Today is a lot of participants. I think more than about 600, but the peak is almost 500. But someone may come and go out. Someone come about 600. So I would like to take this opportunity a little bit, Rinpoche, about 2-3 minutes, take group picture together. So may the host and co-host help to spotlight everyone together. Rinpoche Mingyu Fasu. May
我们现在要就是拍一个团体照，所有的法师们还有上师们，请你们把你们的镜头都打开。
เอาเป็นแบบไหนคะ
สปอตไลท์แต่ละคนเลยครับที่หลัก
So please hold on a second. We are spotlighting.
ไม่ต้องจัดอาร์ตเวิร์กภาพหลวงพี่จะได้ชัดๆจ้ะhost please take good picture and tell everyone นะไม่ต้องจัดอาร์ตเวิร์กจ้ะ Okay, a little bit now. Everyone, please smile. Smile. Okay. Okay. Now, host and co-host take picture. Everyone, please open your video and smile. Smile. Today, very important. Rinpoche sharing with us. Okay, nah. And I would like to inform that Earth Day is on 22nd April. Every year we celebrate the Earth Day program. And Earth Day we will invite all the monks, more than 10,000 international monks to give the blessing and chanting. And 7 days commemorate the Earth Day. And Earth Day also the birthday of the Master Luang Por Thammachayo. So we invite all the international monks to chanting and blessing for people of the world from 22nd to 28th April. Okay, I would like to ask permission from Rinpoche to ask everyone pay homage to the triple gem together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava.
Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava.
Puthang Bhagavantang Abhivademi.
Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi.
Buddho Menato, Buddha is our refuge.
Buddha Menato, Buddha is our refuge.
Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo.
Sawakato Bhagavato Dhammo.
Dhammang Namasami.
Dhammang Namasami.
Dhammo Menato, Dhamma is our
Dhamma
refuge.
Menato, Dhamma is our refuge.
Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho.
Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho.
Sanghang Namami.
Sanghang Namami.
Sangho Menato, Sangha is our refuge.
Sangho Menato, Sangha is our refuge.
Please pay respect to Lord Buddha together. First bow, second bow, third bow. Rejoice in the merit making together by saying Sadhu 3 times.
Sadhu.
Sadhu. ตะชีดาเล็กนะสนใจสนใจมีโทโฟตะชีดาเล็ก
May I invite everyone to pay respect to the presiding venerables and all Sangha in the room by bowing 3 times. First bow, second bow, third bow.
By the blessing of the Lord Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, may everyone attain the Dhammakaya Buddha very soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Support.
April 22nd, 2022. You are invited to make peace on earth a reality. By meditating and lighting candles with millions of others online for World Peace on Earth Day, thousands of Sangha members invited from across the globe will give a blessing of prosperity, meditate, and make a resolution so all living beings may be free from dangers, illness, and conflict. Join the ceremony from April 22nd to April 28th, 2022, 7 p.m. daily Thailand time. The ceremony will be live streamed from the Maha Thammakaya Jediya at Wat Phra Thammakaya, Thailand. Online via Zoom, according to COVID-19 social distancing measures for safety. Do not forget about Earth Day, April 22nd, 2022, where millions of people come together to light candles, meditate, and make a resolution to create positivity towards goodness in this world.